Hi everybody and welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to have a look at another tool that can be used when calculating probabilities and understanding different events. So here, this tool is called a Venn diagram. And the first thing is it has all of the things that happen we have the sample space, so that's all possible events, and that's represented by the outer boundary. And then what we can have is events that would form a subset of that sample space. So you have different definitions of events, and you can then put in which events apply. And sometimes you have that events overlap, like in the case of A and B, or events don't overlap. There's no common event between two things, like B and C or A and C. So we'll have a look at an example and an exercise, and hopefully you'll understand the concept well. So here is an example. We have our sample space is the numbers on an 8-sided die. So let's put out what would our sample space, what would be in our sample space. So it's all of the possible answers. So we could get a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, or 8. So this is an 8-sided die. So we can get any number from 1 to 8. Obviously, there's numbers that are not in our sample space that are not possible. For example, a 9, because there are only 8 sides. So that is our sample space. Those are all possible outcomes. Then we have our even numbers. So the even numbers on this die. So which ones here would fall under A? It would be 2, 4, 6, and 8. So those are the numbers from our sample space which that event is applicable to. So then B is our next one, the numbers divisible by 3. So of our sample space, which numbers are divisible by 3? It's only 3 and 6. So let us represent this on a Venn diagram. So first of all, the full space is represented by a rectangle, and that's all of our numbers, and our sample space is the numbers from 1 to 8. Then our event A, so you can see, first of all, I just want to point out that A and B, they have a common event, a common value, which is 6. So our A is the numbers 2, 4, 6, and 8. And B is our other event. And B shares 6 with A, but it also has a 3. Then you can see there are still some numbers that are missing, so we can fill in those numbers. So the numbers are 1, 5, and 7. Those are not part of A or B, but they are part of our sample space. So now let us have a look at another example. So this one here is a little bit different. We have our sample space being the months of the year. Our event A are the months that begin with J. Our event B is months in the second half of the year, and C is the month that you were born in. Okay, so everybody's will look a bit different depending on which month were they born with, but we can at least do the first part together and it will be the same. So let us first start with our sample space. Our sample space are all of the months of the year. So we have January, we have February, we have March, we have April, we have May, we have June, we have July, we have August, we have September, we have October, we have November, and we have December. There are 12 months. So that's our sample space. A are the months that begin with J. So which months are those? So it's January, it's June, and it's July. Okay, B are the months in the second half of the year. So which months are those? So the second half of the year is July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay, and the last one is the month that you were born in. Okay, so I was born in October, and there's only one event in that. You can choose whichever month that you were born in and try and do your Venn diagram. So let's do the one for this one over here. So our sample space has all of the months in. Let's just look if there's overlap first. So there's overlap between A and B, that July is both a month that starts with J and in the second half of the year. And in my case, it could be different for you. The October is the same in those two. Okay, so keeping that in mind, I'm going to do A. Okay, so January and June, those are months that are separate, and then we have July. Okay, and then B are our months in the second half, so it's July, August, September, October, November, December, and B would be that. And then C would be the month that I was born in, and C is exactly in this one over here. So C is in B for me. Your C could be in B, like in the case of mine, or it could be in A, or it could be if it's July, then your C would be this part over here. All that's left to add is the remaining months. So we're missing Feb, March, April, May. So your C could also, if you're born in February, March, April, May, your C is then separate from A or B. So if you were born in the second half of the year, your C will be in B. If you were born in with a month that starts with a J, your C will be in A. And if you were born in none of those, so in February, March, April, May, then your C would be outside those two. Okay, I hope that you have understood this example. Please watch our next video for more information on probability. And thank you for watching. Bye.